for you?
So I was quite on the healthy side.
Healthier?
Healthy meaning really healthy.
Robust.
And I went for a couple of sadhyas. And Valambana alkara, they're like, chirichor. It's like,
Vanda, only curries.
curry, I take double or triple. People are like,
Even in the brand.
Like,
I've got all of these.
And you directly said, hi Alex, this is Ranjini Haridas. I want you to just help me with my back.
With my back.
With my back.
Technically, Alex is not our coach. He's our coach. So Alex Alex is Bounce owner. I think my first experience with working out was when they tried to send me for Miss India when I was 18.
So when I have my cheat day, that used to go in for like 6-7 days. so Alex said, Marty,
it's supposed to be one meal.
Yeah, Alex said, Marty, cheat week, cheat meal.
But I was fasting. After the third or fourth day, I automatically went to sleep at 9:30. I automatically woke up at 4:35 in the morning. I woke up as fresh as a lily. Genie Talks. Hello people, welcome back to, I think, the second episode of Genie Talks. Basically, this is a show where I have no idea what's happening. I was kind of confused whether the name is Genie Talks, but the team has confirmed that that's what we named it last time. As you know, we decided to have like this really casual, cool setup where I talk to my friends about basically anything and everything. The show's going to be unedited, unscripted, and unapologetically me. And what I love about it is it gives me an opportunity to chat with my friends. So kind of Rasham, I had Madhvi and Ranjini on for my first episode, right? And yep, the conversation did get a little out of hand. But hey, that's what friends are about. This time I thought, okay, we got to talk about something else that's very, very important in my life. I'm a woman of 43, and as I started getting older, the one thing I realized was that, being healthy is probably the most important thing in my life, because without health, there is nothing else. And I think, especially as you grow older, this realization just kind of sits stronger and harder within yourself. And today, I can proudly say that I'm somebody who actually chases good health with every being in my body, because I understand how valuable it is and how important it is. So, അതുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ ഈ Genie Talks ഈ particular episode, I decided to call a few people who kind of share the same thought, and also who work really, really hard in making sure that they make sure that they stay healthy, and also that others stay healthy as well. So I'd like to start by introducing my fitness guru. It's none other than Alex VS.
Hi.
Alex is actually the owner of Bounce Fitness Studio. It's in Panampally Nagar and at Kallur, Kadavantara.
Yeah.
Where's that?
Panampally and Kallur, Kathirkada Road.
Yeah, next to the stadium.
Stadium Link Road.
Yes. So Bounce has been, I think, a place that I've been going to for a while. But before Bounce, I think Alex was a personal coach. LA, when did we meet, yeah?
We met almost 15 years ago.
15 years ago. And 15 years ago, my health was not...
Yeah, you were back, especially was not in a great shape. I still remember I was in a coffee shop and you called me and you directly said, hi Alex, this is Ranjini Haridas. I want you to just help me with my back.
With my back.
With my back.
And I have to say, well done.
Yeah. Thank you.
You did your job. So I'm a very happy customer of Bounce Fitness Studio. But I'm not the only one. I have yet another happy client from Bounce, and that is Martin.
Hello.
This is Martin Joseph. I think, Martin, you tell us how Alex happened to you.
Alex, actually, it all started 7 years ago when my wife Renu joined Bounce. So she asked me to take a trial with Alex. So it started 7 years back, and I think it has been a great journey from there.
Tell us about your transformation. For you.
So I was quite on the healthy side.
Healthier?
Healthy meaning really healthy.
Robust.
I was about 96 plus kilos.
Wow. 7 years ago.
7 years ago.
And?
I was diabetic. I was in a pretty bad shape, honestly. But then Alex took care of it. Meaning, I pitched in my fair share, but then diet, sleep, workout, all put together. Now I'm about mid-70s.
Well
And
done.
yeah, so that's what.
Okay, so that is why we have two clients who are very happy with our journey, with our health journey, who've both gone to Bounce Fitness, which of course is run by Alex. And today we decided that we're going to talk about all things health, lifestyle, fitness, diet. What do you
Oh,
think?
yeah, absolutely.
Of course.
It's a good topic. So yeah, welcome to Genie Talks, guys. Let's do this. Okay, Amma, I want to start by just saying, why should people get healthy, Alex? Why?
First of all, I want to say this started as a client and a trainer relationship, and now these two people are very important part of my life. They are friends and family. It's very important. I'm very blessed. It's grateful to have you both in my life. And the reason they got the best result, and it should be an example and inspiration for other people. You both were consistent. Whenever you were, especially Ranjini has been traveling a lot here, and most of the time you were in abroad. Even with your back pain, you never missed a chance to work out with us. You have been consistent, and you have been very particular with what you eat. And also, Marty, you haven't never missed any sessions in my memory.
No.
So this is the reason you have reached a place where you are right now, the healthiest place. And of course, there is no doubt health and fitness is very important in our life. And especially nowadays, we are compared to maybe 50 years ago, people are extremely inactive. Maybe if you compare average person 50 or 100 years ago, maybe 100% active compared to an average person here, they are less than 5% active. Most of us are living a sedentary lifestyle.
Yes.
And the food, the idea about nutrition, no one has any idea. And people just didn't have any idea about what they eat, what to eat, how to eat. They're just, and also nowadays there is a lot of misconception about fitness. Some people think only running can help them make, become healthy, or spending hours and hours in gym, lifting heavy weights make them healthy. And people are nowadays lacking the balanced lifestyle. I would say it is not about spending hours and hours in gym. It's about balancing with everything: your personal life, your family life, maybe your profession, and it's about a matter of spending 1 hour in the gym, maybe 3 to 4 days in a week maximum. And if you take care about your sleep and nutrients, and it's about a lifestyle which should sync with everything you do in your life. And it is not about being a hero in the gym, it's about being a hero in your personal life and everywhere.
Absolutely. The key word that Alex said is consistency. Even I have to agree. We are two faces. We keep seeing each other's faces in the gym.
Yeah.
Other correct faces we don't see all the time.
Yeah.
But whenever you are free and you can get that extra hour, if you do this regularly, Marty and me, we are examples of the change it can bring about in your life. For example, Ende, let me talk about what happened to me, and then I'll come to you, Marty. I have 6 prolapse discs as of now. When I was 28, I had a compression in my neck, which led to my cervical prolapses. And then I did Ayurveda for a few years. That's a whole different topic I'll cover another day, because I'm a big fan of that as well.
Yeah.
After that, I realized that the only way I can get better is actually by making sure that the surrounding muscles in the area are strengthened. The only way for me
That
to do
is
that...
when you call me,
That is
exactly,
when I
yeah.
called him. The only way I could do that is actually to get professional help from people who know what they're doing. If I tried to do this at home, maybe I didn't know enough about it to tackle this problem. So I reached out to a professional who very, very clearly from the start told me these are the things you have to do. And what is great about it is that he's still telling his clients today. It's not like it was different then and different now.
Yeah.
The basic approach is the same.
Yeah, exactly. There is no other way. There is only one way. It is about being consistent and bring the balance to the process. Most people are ready to spend hours in the gym, but they don't want to spend any attention. They don't care about what they eat. They don't care about when do they sleep and when do they get up, and the consistency in the overall things, not only exercise, sleep and nutrients. These are the 2 other important things which we should consider along with the exercise process, which you have done.
Coming to you, Marty, being 96 kilos, obviously it does not just mean that you're eating unhealthy. There will be many factors that would have played up to it. What were the factors that got you to this point?
So basically, it was a mix of 3 pillars. So one is definitely the workout, which we just spoke about. Then it's all about the diet, and it comes to sleep. So these are the 3 things that actually led to my transformation.
Okay.
So people go to the gym, they work out, they may eat unhealthy, so there is no result. So if you're doing both, and then if you're not sleeping enough, then there is no result again.
Exactly.
So a mix of all three, I think that's the reason why I got the transformation.
But can I ask you why you got to this point of being too healthy?
Because
Lifestyle?
I got a point where I knew that I'm not very healthy. And it was, you know what? It was about your self-confidence. And I'm into mattress retail. So when I stand in the floor to address my customers, and I don't feel good. When I'm on the floor, I don't feel good. I'm trying to sell a product, my product. And I'm like, am I, you know what,
Like
am
a
I?
confidence
Yeah,
issue.
that was a big problem. So that is one reason. Then my son, he was born 8 years back.
Okay.
So then I thought, I think I should be living.
responsible
I should be, I should be
Yeah.
there for some more
The
time.
kind of lifestyle you had 7 years ago was entirely different.
Alex,
than what
pull
you
your
have
mic,
right now.
pull your mic
Yeah.
closer. Yeah.
It was 7 years back, it was ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly. I still remember.
But why? I said bad lifestyle, Arno.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when he came to Bounce for the first time, obviously, his wife is the reason he's there.
Yeah.
And his whole family is there, which is again find me.
Yeah, Pranab, your
Yeah,
brother is
yeah,
also
brother,
in Bounce. Very
Again,
regular again.
I'm grateful for that, especially the whole family. He's been there consistently for the, there. So in the beginning, when we met for the first time, I remember you were in your early 30s.
Yeah.
Obviously, you had your own time, and
That age.
that age.
Childless
And,
age.
Oh, yes.
Kuttillata samayam. Armadikals.
So there was two options. Maybe I
It
can
was
follow.
at its peak.
There was two options. Either I can follow his lifestyle or he can follow my lifestyle.
എന്നിട്ട് what happened?
So finally, maybe I started following his lifestyle a little slightly, and he started following mine a little bit.
But then it worked.
Yeah, it worked. Yeah.
It worked. How long did it take for you to systemize your life?
About 6 months to 8 months. Less than a year.
So can we say your motivating factor was Kian?
Absolutely.
Mohan.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
And I mentioned earlier, I was diabetic.
Oh.
And there was a point where I was taking about 2 milligram of
Insulin.
metformin.
Oh, okay, metformin.
The tablet.
Yeah.
So that was equivalent to my 70-year-old dad's
Pretty
medicine.
high.
No.
So I was like, no, this
And
is
these are younger than me.
Yeah. He's
So-
talking about when he was in 30,
Oh,
early 30s,
sure.
early 30s.
No, I was a juvenile because 18 years I was diagnosed with diabetes.
Diabetes, okay.
And I was careless. It's that age.
Yeah.
I was
We're
literally...
not going to say why and how he was careless. Everybody's careless doing the same things.
Everybody's careless.
Yeah.
Those reasons.
Now average 30 or 20-year-old is extremely careless than what we were
What
in
we
our
were,
time. Yeah.
Yeah, that.
I think you started exercising when you were in your 20s, right?
I was very young. I think my first experience with working out was when they tried to send me for Miss India when I was 18 or something.
Yeah, I remember.
So Kian is definitely one. Second is diabetes. Then the self-confidence part. All put together, I had to do something about it.
You had to do
And he was the reason.
Alex had to.
But again, I want to give you back the credit because I believe it is not a process which a fitness coach can do by himself. It's a process which we both, work, when both and you and me work together in it because it is pretty uncertain. We don't know what is going to happen. There are certain areas which is pretty clear according to the experience and what we study. We know how we are supposed to approach. But on the way, I still remember, in the beginning you were really suffering with your pain. Yeah, and we were, I wanted you to be ready with a mild and gentle approach,
Very
which you were not ready in the
I like
beginning.
going
You
hard.
wanted, even you are suffering with pain. I still remember. Yeah, I remember there was a competition, who does more duration in the plank, and you wanted to be part of it, even you were suffering with the back. I said, no way. So that was the additional challenge which I had. But
I was an overzealous client.
yeah. Then eventually you started realizing it's not about doing too much. It's about listening to the body and focusing on the muscle and the proper form and technique which you have done. You have done the same thing. So there's an exchange. You put your ideas, I share my knowledge, my experience, and when you are ready to listen and you share your experience out of this, that is where we come out to the better version of the process.
And what makes it great is when you see improvement in yourself.
Oh, yes.
So
Oh,
yes.
yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
What a
Especially the scale.
Yeah.
Everyone says don't look at the scale. You know what? I
Look
look at
at
it
the
every day.
I mean, so from 96 to 73.
75.
75, but that's great. I mean, നല്ലൊരു ഇതാണ്. it's a major motivating factor.
Yeah, it's a major motivator. Yeah.
Now, like for example, now take three of us. Okay, Alex. When I met him 15 years ago, he looked like this. Physically, I'm saying. And today he looks the same. But that doesn't mean his physical condition hasn't changed as well.
It's inevitable.
It's inevitable. With age, all of us change. Now, for me, I have a problem.
We are super young, by the way.
Young at heart.
Very young. Just that the body sometimes.
Says no.
Today I don't want to.
I don't want to bend down. I don't want to fall.
Now the thing about your health is it's very individualistic. Everyone's body is so different from the other person's that the approach that each people that you take for each people is that different?
Of course, 100% different.
If, for example, let's take both of us. If my body and his body, man, woman.
Yeah, that's the first difference.
Big difference.
Obviously. Second reason is he's diabetic and you are not. And another
Correction, I'm not diabetic anymore.
Hey!
You are not.
I reversed it.
He was, of course.
He
He
was.
was. It's a big correction, of course.
Yeah.
And so I am pretty against the idea of group training. This is the reason, especially in India. Like maybe when I was working abroad, I have seen maybe 5 Africans come to the gym or 5 Germans come to the gym. And I find it pretty similar. These 5 Germans, even they don't know each other, they don't have any blood relationship. They have similar height and strength and endurance, something similar. But here in our country, when I see 5 or 10 people together, I think one has many problem. One has a back problem. One is having some stamina.
It'll be 5 male, 5.
Even it is a mixed of. I mostly have maybe 80% of my clients are female. And this is very common. So this is the reason I started creating individualized program, and that is highly recommended in any gym. Anybody who goes to gym, I never suggest people to join a program which is made for common.
Like a group.
I mean, dance is fine, but even
aerobic is fine.
Aerobic is fine.
Okay.
Yeah, still they have to understand the cardiovascular condition. If there is a hereditary issue in the family, we have to still understand that is the reason. Even a couple of days ago, one guy who was dancing on the stage just collapsed.
Collapsed.
Exactly. So maybe it is also an aerobic activity. He was dancing. Obviously, if he knew his condition, prior to what he did, he could have saved himself or somebody who has trained them. Obviously, it is not coming from a professional support. So this is where it is important to create a program based on your own fitness level and health history and current status.
Okay, so when a client comes to a fitness coach for personal training, is there a prerequisite? Like, for example, do we need to do a health check? Is that something you recommend, or do you figure it out from
highly
a
recommended.
conversation?
A kind of a basic line of health checkup is highly recommended, but we can't insist people to do that. In most cases, I think nowadays, in the last, it's been almost 22, 25 between years I've been working in this industry.
Yes.
And especially in the last 10 years, I have seen, maybe because of COVID, and of course it is 5 years, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So in the last, between 5 to 10 years, I have seen people started being more careful with the health. So they, I think 3 or 4 or 5 out of, 10 people are coming with some medical records. So it makes the job easier.
Easier.
We can make a curated program based on this data.
Okay.
And even though they don't have data, we can take them through some physical assessment training method, which takes maybe 1 session or a couple of sessions to understand. And just the most simple and easiest way is asking them,
What is
your condition? Do you have any aches and pains in the body? And how long you have been exercising? When was the last time you have done some cardiovascular activity? You have any hereditary issues in the family? So these simple questions can help us to create an exercise which is more safer and effective for the person.
Yeah.
Even otherwise, I think getting a blood check once in 6 months would be a great thing.
It is a great
We can
thing.
prevent a lot of things.
Exactly.
We are like, "Enikonnum varilla." That's the attitude that all of us have.
Yeah.
I have seen some people are scared to do this, so we can't insist them.
Yeah, that is one part of it. The other thing is that it's like driving. So, any accident pattilla.
Yeah.
Very confidence.
Till the time, you know what?
Yeah.
You get hit.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. So I think everyone should be doing it at least once in
When
6
people
months.
come close to 40s, I think this attitude
Yeah,
changes.
automatically we are like,
Automatically it
okay, I'll do a
changes.
blood check every 6 months because suddenly we are also exposed to all these asubangala, which we are not in our 20s and
Yeah,
30s.
yeah.
And then there's a whole different side to this. There are so many aspects of this. We're talking about fitness, going to the gym. It's a wide topic as well. So I definitely want to, cover that in detail. The most important thing that we've said is, when you're going to try and get healthy and get fit, obviously diet and all of that aside, going to the gym helps, strengthening your muscle helps. It helps more as you grow older. When you're working out, one of the byproducts is the fact that you also get happy hormone release.
Yeah.
Marty, for you, you said confidence was a big issue
Yeah.
7 years ago. What kind of a difference have you seen getting healthier and fitter make in your general life?
See, like I said, I felt very confident, and you know what? I do a lot of talk within my team, outside, and I feel very confident when I address a gathering.
Yeah.
So earlier I wasn't. I was little skeptical going out into a crowd and talking to people, but then yeah.
And you're also not like in a gym. You're pretty like a good level of fitness
So,
also. Like I keep seeing you do all these like crazy stuff, and I'm like,
No, that's because we have Edison there. I don't ask for anything.
Technically, Alex is not our coach.
Edison,
He's our
Edison.
coach. So Alex is Alex Alex is bounce owner.
So Edison is like, Marty, put your tire is here. So shall we lift it? I said, why not?
Full time he'll be like through the tire, on the tire. I'm like, this is like crazy. And it's crazy because when you started 7 years ago, you know your skill level. And then when you see you grow like in that, it's such an upper.
Oh yeah, I used to work out for about 20 minutes in the beginning.
Yeah.
And now it's like an hour, maybe more, slightly more than that because I talk in between. So yeah, about an hour. So it's about an hour I work out and I don't feel that fatigue. I feel really good. I feel on.
Another major important change you have was that you have stopped smoking literally after this.
Yes, it helped me cut down. Yes, but then no. Actually, I've given up on smoking, but then
I remember last time we spoke when
ഒരു പ്രത്യേക സാഹചര്യത്തിൽ yes.
But compared to what he was doing, 7 years ago, now it has come down drastically.
Considerably. It has come down. Yeah.
And it has come down. One, your desire to stop it.
Exactly.
Yes.
He's been fighting against
That
it.
is one of the biggest things.
Again, the consistency.
And
the
the
same
focus.
Oh yeah. So it's like when Edison keeps pushing you, I'm like, okay, I have to stop my smoking, or else you know what? It's gonna do more damage to me. So inganoru sadhanam just keeps kicking in, and whatever bad is in your system, you try and cut it off. So I think that's where the lifestyle, this thing comes into play with workout. All the bad thing you tend to cut out.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
But do you think this is a natural thing that happens for older people? When Namala is sitting here as 40 and 40 plus people, with age we have these things that we have to battle as well. Do you think that is one of the reasons we are having this
Not
conversation?
really. I think I always wanted to do this, but then you know what? സമയമില്ലായിരുന്നു. സമയമില്ലായിരുന്നു. So ഇപ്പോഴാ സമയം കിട്ടിയ. So yeah.
About the cigarette, one thing I want to say is, that when you start exercising, your body start detoxing your nicotine in the blood. So when you're a chain smoker, after some maybe, if you're exercising consistently for several months, since the nicotine level in the body, you will have a lesser tendency to smoke a cigarette. So if you use that opportunity, some people
Absolutely.
Some people push it again.
So when you work out, you're releasing certain hormones or whatever, which helps you combat the desire to smoke and
that is
the need
also
for
there.
nicotine.
That is say most importantly, it detoxes the nicotine level in the blood.
Oh,
yeah.
I will use that opportunity to quit.
To quit.
Yes.
Yeah. The reason why we have the high, intense tendency to smoke a cigarette particular time because the nicotine level in the blood, right? So when this is literally depleted, then the tendency is lesser. And that time, when you smoke a cigarette, you won't enjoy, like the other time compared to the,
the normal time.
Yeah, normal time.
So now, there are these basic rules of exercise that I have heard Alex say from the beginning. Like he said it today as well. You don't have to over-exercise, there's no need for it. If you can do 3 times a week, that is like your minimum.
Absolutely
that
enough
you
for
say. That is enough.
That is enough. Why that is important is because people have to understand. First, most people don't have a proper sleep quality. Sleep quality is literally the zero. The consistency of the sleep, it affects your circadian rhythm, right? So nowadays, because of the work stress or the weekend is pretty consistent, weekend celebrations are pretty consistent, and they go to bed very late. So this affects the circadian rhythm.
Right.
Obviously, when we are trying to catch up sleep for the next 3 days, it doesn't give us the proper deep sleep quality.
Correct.
I'm not going to the deep. That's the subject of
Sleep and
sleep.
sleep
Yeah,
is
it's a
detailed.
very big subject.
it's a big one.
It's
I'm
that-
on no sleep right now.
But then to add to what just Alex said, so there are 4 stages of sleep.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
wait, let us just, let me say this right now. He is a qualified person to talk about sleep,
Sleep.
because that's his business,
Yeah.
right? He makes
Make
sure
people
you
sleep.
well. He owns Mattress Club. And in fact, other Parim, I should also say, we're sitting on some of the most comfortable lounge sofas. In our product, and I've actually done another video as
Oh, yeah,
well.
yeah.
These are like the most comfortable ones. So when I was going to do
seriously,
this,
seriously.
I was super
Yeah.
comfy.
Thank you.
I'm sitting for the first time,
First
but I
time.
feel
He's
so
already
good.
thinking of like picking
Yeah.
up one. Like I've got all of these. In the But what I'm saying is, of course, this is one of the products. They do mattresses and pillows.
Yep.
So you have, as a person, researched enough in the whole idea.
Oh, yes.
So tell us about sleep.
So basically, what I was trying to say from Alex's point, so there are 4 stages of sleep. First 2 is like warming up to sleep. It's called non-REM sleep. The third one is one of the most important deep sleep area, wherein your growth hormones, your body gets recovered. That's a deep sleep part. And the fourth one is again equally important, which is called non-REM. REM. REM sleep, the good thing is that it's all about your brain is working full. It's all about memories and it's a lot of creativity.
REM
a lot
is
of the,
rapid eye movement, right?
Yeah, rapid eye movement. A lot of things are happening in your brain. So that's for your mental wellness. And the third one, deep sleep, is for your physical well-being. So unless you get a proper
Process of all of
the
that.
circadian rhythm, it's
I
it's about
guarantee 80% people are not having this experience.
No?
yeah.
Maybe more than 80.
No. The thing is that you need to have a sleep window of about 7 to 9 hours. 7 to 9 hours. So basically, circadian rhythm, what Alex just mentioned, it's about 90 minutes. One full cycle is about 90 minutes.
Okay.
So in a day, you're supposed to get about 5 to 6 full cycle.
Oh,
So 90 minutes, 7 to 9 hours window.
okay.
So
The
unless
funniest thing is that most people are not even touching the first 2 levels.
What are you saying?
Yeah.
When we're sleeping?
Yeah.
the thing is that, you know what, people are least bothered. That's the most, sleep is the most underrated
Okay,
thing.
wait, let's get this right. Circadian rhythm.
Circadian rhythm.
Adali, 4 steps.
So
Yeah.
I'll put it simple
Yeah,
for you.
please do.
Again, I'll break it down
Thanks.
for you. So circadian rhythm is like a 24-hour body clock.
Okay.
And cortisol, we have all heard about cortisol. Cortisol is like the alarm clock of your
Okay.
body. So 24-hour clock and alarm. So that's the thing. So if your circadian rhythm is proper, what happens is that your body, your alarm, morning time, your cortisol level is high, you're happy. And at night, it just drops.
Depletes.
And then you hit the bed, you sleep.
Okay.
Then again it starts.
Okay.
So if it doesn't happen, so what happens is if you tend to stay up late, you're gonna watch TV, you're gonna go partying. What happens is
Screen time.
that screen time.
of
So what happens is that you're not sleeping. So what happens is you're messing up with your body, your circadian rhythm. Cortisol level is high, so you don't. And again, coming to gym, you're not losing weight. I have fatigue. There is no result. Why is it like? You always get that question.
You're
why is it
working
like-
hard, but you're not ready to take
So
the
you're
reward.
doing the diet.
Which is happening only when you sleep.
The rest.
Yeah, you're doing the diet,
Recovery
you're-
happens at this time.
You're doing the diet, you're doing the workout. Why is that I'm not getting any result? The thing is, you're not sleeping. So you got to follow.
Or you think you're sleeping, but,
But
your
you're-
body
but
is
you're not.
not.
Yeah, there are many reasons. I think the common reasons are nutrition deficiency.
Yeah.
And like you said, a late night sleep. Especially, I think 3 days in a week, people definitely go to bed very late. And the stress, high cortisol definitely, interrupt the sleep quality. And screen time.
Okay.
Alcohol. And
There are
overtraining.
There are
Overtraining.
so many problems.
Yeah.
No, there is a very simple hack for sleep.
Tell us.
Very simple.
Tell us.
So it's a rule called 10-3-2-1-0.
10, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Yeah, 10 is like before 10 hours of sleep, you got to cut caffeine, the coffee part.
10 hours?
10 hours. I
Yeah,
just saw
yeah.
you drinking coffee. Yeah.
I saw you also.
No, it's just water.
Cheh. I saw you also.
So 3 hours, 10 is caffeine. 3 is 3 hours before you hit the bed. You got to stop food, alcohol, which
Yeah,
you just
that I'm
mentioned.
good.
3. 2 hours before the bed.
Screen time.
Screen time.
No, 2 hours before the bed, you got to cut all your business.
Okay.
Meaning, don't think about it. You go home, don't do any business.
Done.
Then. 1 is screen.
1 hour madhyale.
1 hour.
Before.
And 0 is again very important. You don't hit the snooze button when you are up.
Oh.
Because what happens is that when you hit the snooze button, you're getting in a fight or flight mode.
Oh.
So you're messing up with your body.
So no alarm. Like
That's
no
what.
snooze.
No, if you have a proper circadian rhythm, a proper time
You should
to
wake
bed,
up by itself.
you will. I don't use an alarm.
I have to say this. When I was fasting, I don't know. This is a whole different topic also, which I will come back later. But I was fasting. After the third or fourth day, I automatically went to sleep at 9:30. I automatically woke up at 4:35 in the morning. Automatic. And I slept tired. I woke up as fresh as a lily.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it so much. So I completely understand that when your body is well rested, when your body is eating balanced, when your body is getting all the nutrients, supplements, working out well and happy,
Yeah.
everything.
It's called discipline. You're sleeping on time. You have
But
to
then
sleep.
again, sorry.
Yeah, to bring back the circadian rhythm to the system, you have to consistently sleep on the same time. You have to wake up on the same time, at least for the 30 to 90 days. Then only you'll get back the circadian rhythm.
Okay.
And just like Mati said, you have to practice on the other areas of life. You have to. One thing which I would love to add on to this list, which you said, we have to practice something for the mindfulness. I highly recommend one of the biggest areas which people are. Yeah, nowadays everybody knows about exercise is really important, and this nutrient maybe which is not happening in the practicality. It is not really easy and true. But something which I would highlight is stress. To manage stress, some maybe prayer, like you said earlier. Yeah, and meditation, or at least some breathing exercise.
Okay, let's talk about stress. Okay. Usually they say let's talk about baby, but let's talk about stress, baby. Why are people so stressed in today's world?
Overthinking, I guess.
Why? What are you overthinking about, Mari? Tell me.
I'm not stressed at all.
You're not stressed.
No,
at
I'm
all.
not.
See, you're chill. What are you stressed about?
In my point of view, it is lack of nutrients.
Really?
Lack of magnesium.
Okay.
Lack of sodium, lack of several minerals, essential amino acids. This can definitely lead to stress.
Without us even knowing.
Yeah.
Apart from external stress.
Exactly.
Okay, so external stress can be work, family, personality. Sometimes some asgungal or variants of depression.
Yeah.
All of those are factors that we've all counted and we've all come across, and I'm sure none of us are medically at a place to talk about those fields, except that we've all gone through it in some way, form or the other, right? Pakshay, apart from these forms of stress which are external, it's something that you must note when Alex says that there are certain things you can do to manage it from inside.
Yeah, exactly. Even everybody knows hydration is very important, especially during the summertime, and people ignore the hydration part during the monsoon time. But the hydration, in my point of view, it's not about just drinking water. In fact, if you drink more water, that can even flesh out more of your minerals. Good minerals, which is literally lacking in nowadays. The food you eat. And most people are not really concerned about the nutrient amount in the food. And even though you're ready to pay for the food which comes on the plate is not having any nutrients. That's another problem. So at least when you drink water, I want everybody to understand it is not about just gulping a liters of water. It's about giving your body enough amount of minerals, mostly the magnesium, sodium, potassium. When you have enough amount of all this, most essential minerals, then only we can say body is really hydrated.
Okay, so I have a question right now. Water daily. So I'm somebody who never used to drink pani. Okay, only chaya, kapi, no water in any other form.
Yeah.
And then it's after I started fasting, I realized the importance of how water can change your life.
Yeah.
And then now I drink I mean, I have a blanket rule. I drink about 2 liters of water a day, and if I get even more thirsty, I'll drink about 3 liters.
It
But
varies, depends
it
on the
depends
weather
on my
and
day.
your
On a
activity.
bad day, it'll be a liter, liter and a half. Mostly, I keep it around 2 liters. Okay. But is that a blanket? Do people have to drink 2 liters a day?
Not necessary. Depends on the weather and the kind of activity you do.
Okay.
Like for example, if you're going for a marathon nowadays, it's a trend, right? Maybe once or twice in a year you might go and attend a marathon. So we never know what is going to come across today. So it depends on the activity. Like you said, you just came from other city today,
Yes.
and you haven't slept enough.
Not at all.
So that particular day you are more active. You have
drink
travel,
more.
so you have to drink, and you have to consider this mineral, balance in the hydration.
Okay.
Which means even you're just putting a pinch of salt in the water along with some lime, that is going to bring the balance, which is also called electrolytes, right?
Electrolytes.
Yeah.
What kind of stuff do you do to pump up your fitness journey in terms of hydration and minerals? Do you do supplements?
Supplements, magnesium, yes.
Yes.
And in terms of hydration, I make sure I drink about 2 to 3 liters every day. It's not like I have a, what particular bottle that
1
I
liter
carry.
bottles?
Nah, I don't. But then I'll make sure I'll have 2 to 3 liters every day.
Yeah.
I think there is some sort of per kilo to ml of water.
Under.
Yeah, there
But
is something of that sort.
Yeah, it is there, but still we cannot. I don't,
Advocate.
really
Someone at one
advocate
point said, Marty, you
because
have to
people
drink
have
3 liters.
This
I
is
said,
this
okay.
is a common, in a way, it's a misunderstanding.
It is a lie.
Yeah, it's a misunderstanding.
That's why I'm like, okay, 2 to 3 liters, so I will drink even if I die. Now that's
Yeah.
my rule.
See.
I'll drink a bottle. I'll drink a bottle. Nadka, maybe I'll drink
But
one.
most people don't think about the mineral part.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I'm so good, okay?
Yeah.
Listen to this. Now I have frigilla ready. I'll always have. Okay, I don't know whether it's a good thing to always have, but I'm too lazy. So I'll ask Kanda. She will make lime, salt, turmeric drink. I'll have one option of that. Then I'll have an option of ABC. And then I'll have an option of amla.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have these 3 options, and now somebody's told me even pineapple and cucumber is also a good
Because you
combination.
started realizing the importance of
Yes,
adding
so
these things
every
in life,
morning I open a bottle and I chug it.
which is the biggest change in your life.
Yeah.
There was a time where you were not drinking any water.
Exactly. So
Now you
every
started.
morning I'll do one of these.
So you have it ready in your fridge.
It's there.
Because,
Every week we make and keep.
Water is not only come in the form of water. You can sometimes eat water, which means if
Yes,
you are
fruits.
Yeah, some fruits and all. So even the carbohydrate, which is carbohydrate, it means hydrating something, right? It is a food which can hydrate your body. Carbohydrate. So people nowadays tend to avoid carbohydrate with an intention of reducing body weight, and they might see. They might see 3-4 kg weight loss in the initial time, which is not the actual weight loss. It's because they are avoiding a possibility to hydrate the body.
Oh.
And after some point, body is having lesser water in the body. So it is the most important part everybody should understand. It's not about drinking water. It's about keeping body hydrated.
It's about hydration.
Hydration. So there are different ways.
Okay, so one is drinking water and putting minerals and all of that.
That is why I'm
And
saying
then-
it is not about only drinking a lot of water. If you calculate with comparing with the body weight and the water ratio, definitely you have to drink in maybe 3 liters.
Yeah.
You might have to 2 liter to 2.5 liter, but that is not going to fulfill the body's requirement of water hydration.
So what can I do?
You can you have to have some carbohydrate. You have to have some sodium and some electrolytes. Through maybe you can now supplement. Or you can take, like which you are doing anyways, is
So now-
pretty okay right now.
Now we are talking about not just one thing, you have to do like a balance of so many things.
Exactly.
Which brings me to the next topic related to fitness, which is your diet.
Yeah.
This is the place where we all,
So that's-
in my French,
No, but I'm very happy about the way you both are following the diet because you both are enjoying. You are following something which is sustainable.
Yeah.
I remember you both were never agreeing with it. That's why I said in the beginning,
Yeah.
it's about coming to a
Alex was like,
conclusion.
Marty, where's the journal? Alex, I forgot. And I think probably after a few months,
But we
Alex
had
was
a
like,
lot of
Marty, is the
discussions,
well
Marty. We had a lot of, even Ranjini, we
Yeah,
had a
yeah.
lot of discussion about the same topic.
it's not
That
that we
is-
don't know.
Yeah, that is how we come to a conclusion. It is about the coach and the maybe nutritionist and the client has to have a discussion. Yeah, I like the way you have done it. We have to have then only it's not about nowadays what I see. People think it's about matter of getting some downloaded format of the exercise and the nutrition, and this is going to help me to transform. they might be able to do this for a couple of weeks, but after some point they will crash. Like you said earlier, especially it is going to affect the mind. When you cut down, the most common mistake I see to reduce the weight, people cut down sugar and carbohydrate.
Yes. I mean,
Yeah.
isn't that correct?
It is not correct at all. Especially, because sugar is.
Marty basically
I know, I really can't.
I am not. Marty, for diabetic, it is a different topic.
It's not about diabetes. It's about
Sugar,
having
I'm not. I
refined
have to
sugar.
correct one thing. I'm not recommending sugar.
Not Panchasara.
Yeah, I'm not recommending sugar in the sugar because obviously
Good sugar.
Sugar is known as a white devil, right? And the reason I am not recommending to cut down sugar and carbohydrate immediately because people don't know their own ability. We are. It's habit which is developed over the time. And if you think about that habit, how long you have been doing, not
All
you.
our lives.
Yeah, maybe for the last 25, 30 years or 40 years, this person has been drinking, tea with a lot of sugar or eating some sugar and eating, our culture has
Yes,
been,
a
a
lot of
lot of carbohydrate also.
We love it.
And after some point, just listening to some influencer or some, PDF is telling them to cut down sugar and immediately within a month, I have seen people are crashing and they go crazy. Because the brain's primary fuel is the sugar, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So here you lose. When you lose here, everything is gone.
Finished.
Even it affects the sleep.
True.
So
I think you can bring down the sugar part, meaning your
Slowly.
consumption. You have to,
Slowly.
you can't just, cut it
cut it
one
down.
fine day.
Yeah.
You cannot
yeah.
do that.
I was yeah.
So over a period of time, I couldn't do it one fine day. If you try and stop, you'll get headache for sure.
Yeah.
Your mood will go for a toss.
Anger.
Yeah, people around you would curse you. So you know what? Don't do that.
You've
So-
been through it.
Oh yes.
Yeah. We become short tempered.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen.
So gradually you cut down your morning coffee sugar. I cannot have coffee with sugar now.
Anymore.
No, because it's been more than 7-8 years
Yeah.
now. So I cannot do that. And I cannot have
Madhurina.
chocolates like milk chocolate. I can definitely have dark chocolates. I cannot take milk chocolates. It's not that I'm allergic to it. I cannot. I don't like it anymore.
It's a habit you've developed over time.
You have to do that. I think that'll help your health in a massive way.
In a massive way.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes I think, the kind of effort that you and me and all are taking at our age now, which is, again, like I said, late 30s and 40s, if we did this in our 20s,
everything.
Yeah, I've been recommending this
I
for a
know
long
you.
time. Yeah, I started at very early in my life.
You started very
Very
early,
early in
Alex.
my life. Yeah.
You realized this very, very
Yeah.
early. I think when did you start all this already?
I started. No one would believe. I started at the age of 13
Really?
Yeah.
And wonder why?
because my brothers were into exercise. I'm the youngest one. I have two
Okay.
brothers,
Okay.
and my father and brother, they were exercising when I was growing up. I grew up by seeing this. So at the age of 13, I still remember I had an accident while I was exercising because I did something wrong.
Okay.
So this is the reason I still remember that was at the age of 13.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I didn't know. So at the age of 15, I got the permission to go to gym
Okay.
from the family. Then I started exercising in the gym, and still that time there was no properly trained trainers. And for the next 5 years, I did something by myself, and I enjoyed myself in the first level.
Yeah.
This is the reason I wanted to study about what is exercise, how to exercise, the importance of form and technique. And that's the first lesson I learned. It is from the bitter experience, and definitely a lesson which you learn from the bitter experience
You'll
will never be
never
forgotten. and that time, this fitness, professional, it was not a profession then.
No, I
So,
don't.
and without knowing, I started correcting people in the gym, and I started enjoying. And after some point, they started asking constantly. And without knowing, I came to this, this is how it happened.
This is how your journey in fitness happened.
Yeah.
Now, talking about balanced diet, today, earlier you mentioned the word influencer. I do want to talk about this because today, when you open your social media, you have so many experts in the field of fitness and health and life and mental.
Yeah.
Well, there's so many experts that suddenly you're like, oh my goodness, I don't know anything, and everyone's a guru.
Are we doing the right
Are
thing?
we doing the right thing?
But
Is
look
this
at
the way or is that the way?
But look at yourself. Look at yourself, the progress you have made, the
that's
experience
because I'm
you
not
feel.
listening to any of them.
That is the answer. That's the answer. That's a clear answer for your question. Do I know anything? Let the body talk.
Yes.
Maybe most of the people who talk, they might not be experiencing, that healthy
Real
experience, real
wellness.
experience with their body. but you both are really, fought for it. It was not easy for both of you to come to the healthy lifestyle because
It took years.
it was the other part of the life,
I mean, yeah, I'll be honest, like, I still like to party like a crazy person.
Yeah.
Like, I go out and have a great weekend. I still like to do it, but I know that my body can't handle it like it could when I was younger.
Yeah.
So if I need to go out and have a good time once in a month or twice in a month, these are the things I have to do, which means I go to the gym 3 to 5 times a week. I eat healthy. I sleep well.
You balance
I balance it. I hydrate. I have supplements. ഇതൊക്കെ ഞാൻ ചെയ്തില്ലെങ്കിൽ എനിക്ക് പോയി പാർട്ടി ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റൂല.
I still remember once Alex telling me, when I have my cheat day, that used to go in for like 6-7 days. so Alex said, Marty,
it's supposed to be one meal.
Yeah, Alex said, Marty, cheat week, cheat meal. So then I stuck to it. So now it's like a cheat meal. Probably I have it every 2 weeks. I think I'll get one day. Or else, you know what is gonna happen? You're gonna break it all in one go.
It's so easy to break it.
No, yeah. So I think you should cheat once in a while, or else this diet, this process will not work.
It can't be consistent if you don't get that little bit of like. Other samsargam, I want to come to another thing. It's something I've been following, and it has made a big difference in my life. But I want to kind of hear from both of you where you stand on it. Intermittent fasting.
Intermittent fasting, I wouldn't really recommend.
Tell us.
See, I'm not against intermittent fasting. I'm not against any methods, but according to my experience in my own body, and the people, a lot of people, more than 5,000 or 10,000 between people have come to me for the health and fitness transformation. Like I said earlier, the nutrition lack is the biggest obstacle we are having right now, because of the quality of soil is gone, really gone, and adulteration and pesticides, because of many reasons. Even the egg you get from the stores, you cannot say it has complete essential nutrients in it. Even the rice used to have protein in it. We never consider rice as a protein.
No.
So in the past, maybe the person who was eating kanji and payara used to be fit. They had the muscle and maybe the person who was farming for hours, they were eating not like a...
They were eating high carb.
Yeah, they were eating carb and maybe some payara or something. It was not a diet which was recommended by the nutritionist.
But then they were physically active, right?
They were physically active, but it's about nutrients also. The reason it worked then, most of the food back in the days had the quality and the nutrient density. Now the food which is available in the market, if you ask, the funny thing is, the person, when I ask the clients, do you believe the vegetable you eat is organic? They say no.
They know it.
They know it. And the seller, they are also saying this is not organic. And do you know it has poison? They know. The seller also says it is not. It is poison. So this is the bitter truth which we have. This is the reason.
So how do we get out of this?
In the past, I used to recommend supplements, especially whey protein, and maybe I'm talking about 15-20 years ago. And meantime, the quality of food has gone down.
Right.
So in between, I stopped recommending supplements because the quality of supplements is also gone wrong. Yeah, and now we have no other way. If someone has to, people have no time to cook and eat according to the requirement.
And to find the
organic, it is not possible.
Kasha?
It is not possible. People started asking me, find me a place. Where do I get
and
this thing?
And it's expensive also if you're going
to
find
it. I'm not
it.
talking about something which is unnatural. I'm talking about the way body is designed. Is we are supposed to eat all this organic food, not some plastic. So the biggest enemy is lacking nutrients. In my opinion, maybe as a fitness professional, I'm not supposed to say this. If a person eats every nutrients according to the body's requirement, and even though they are not exercising, body will not lose health and fitness.
Really?
Exercise makes it faster and more effective. Because if the simple example is a newborn child who is in the womb of mother for almost 9 to 10 months is not active. Is just having 100% nutrients from the mother, and baby comes out as a 100% healthy baby. And maybe for the next 3-4 couple of years, I don't know, depends on different parenting. I think what is recommended 2 years breastfeeding.
Maybe a couple of years.
Couple of years, yeah.
From my experience of being a mother.
Even that experience of your mother, if you ask her. So
You
even
guys are the
that is
dads.
also, that is also, but no breastfeeding experience.
As long as you
I
can.
hope not.
Yeah,
I can't
so
imagine Alex. നന്നായിരിക്കും.
നന്നായിരിക്കും.
Okay, bye.
Yeah. So even during the time, it is promising. The child's health is promising. If you even now, that is the only area which is not polluted and adulterated.
Correct.
Yeah. After
True.
that, once the baby starts eating solid food, which is definitely inevitable. So initially, maybe for the first few years, mothers are going to feed the baby some organic,
Slightly more better food.
Eventually, there is no option. We all have to eat the same food which is available. So the solution is going to some supplement and balancing with both.
So if you are going to tell the people watching this, these are the supplements I would recommend you have. Idinore age undo? Is there an age that you maybe want to start taking supplements? Are they natural, organic? Are they what would be? How many would I eat? Like I eat a ton of them right now. Okay.
Yeah, definitely. Age matters.
What age?
Because see, when you're young, and young is a it's a relative topic. And when you're super young, obviously the body's ability to absorb and synthesize is very high.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
കുറച്ച് കിട്ടിയാലും your body can process everything in the right way. Unless and until the system is ruined, first is stomach. When it goes to the stomach, nowadays after 30 and 40, because of this highly processed food, the stomach is really messed up and fucked up. So that's a fact. So when you're young, even though you are eating this normal food which is available in the market, even it has lesser nutrients, it is okay. Body can still absorb it and process it. But after 30 and 40, especially nowadays, the same topic which we talked earlier, the poor quality lifestyle, late night sleep and circadian rhythm and careless eating and inactive lifestyle, everything mess up the entire system. So this leads to in a condition where body can absorb lesser nutrients. In fact, the latest study says the stomach bacteria, gut bacteria, it is certain gut bacteria are extinct.
Really?
Yeah, I heard that word only when I was studying certain bird.
Not good.
It is not good.
Yeah,
Definitely,
because your gut
definitely.
is kind of controls a lot of things that goes on in you.
Yeah, a lot of people are suffering with stomach related problems, indigestion, and in most cases, some people say I'm not losing weight even though I am eating lesser, lesser food. It can be because of these bacteria are lesser. Some bacteria are disappeared.
Right.
Which controls, you are satisfied after eating some meal because every gut bacteria are active and it is absorbing proper nutrients. Then only you're fed properly. When the body doesn't have the ability to absorb the nutrients, even though you're eating the nutrients, body is not fed properly. So body will still show the absence of that nutrients through the hunger.
Okay. So
which
now
leads to the sugar and all.
Oh, so that we're mistaking it as hunger for sugar, carbs.
Exactly. Yeah.
So now what can I do to supplement them? What would I eat to, like we already said, magnesium,
Yeah.
sodium,
Yeah.
potassium.
So
like a multi-mineral tablet?
See, all time I recommend organic food. Food. But since it is the biggest, challenge nowadays, it depends on how active the person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Say for us.
Yeah, I easily recommend the whey protein.
Whey protein.
High quality whey protein. I recommend something which bought from abroad.
What about like an isolate?
Isolate is not really necessary. Yeah, that's another topic which I see. I think the biggest reason we are inspired by athletes. I think something which inspires us athletes. And when you're inspired by, and most people are inspired by an athlete. So when you're inspired by an athlete, you are tend to do something similar to what they do.
You follow copy.
Yeah. And in this industry, mostly the bodybuilders are the biggest inspiration. Or some of the biggest athletes, like maybe Cristiano Ronaldo is the biggest influencer. Yes. So what they do, the kind of intense workout they do, they also consider, along with the intensity of workout, the aftercare. Like we said about the sleep, again we are going back to the same topic. The nutrient quality. Of course, they have the superior quality of nutrients and vitamins and minerals. Everything is there. And it is monitored very closely. That's how they take care about the aftercare. And they are also very carefully monitoring the recovery, if it is complete or not. Here, recently I have seen a trend. People are following blindly what international athletes do. Also, they might get definitely they get paid to
Promote a
promote these
brand.
things.
Particular brand.
Yeah. So the ice bath or something, right?
Tell me about
It
that.
has
That's a
become
recent
a
trend.
Have you tried
recent trend.
Once.
എങ്ങനെയുണ്ട്?
Felt good.
It
That's
is,
good, huh?
you know, what studies,
Shocking your
what
system.
Yeah,
exactly,
it's
shocking your
basically
system,
yeah.
shocking the system.
And
It works.
it works.
What study says is true.
Okay.
But
It works for
who and how? That is the question which everybody ignores.
So what I've heard is intense athletes, when they have injuries, this helps. There are on the
See,
field
first of
aggressive
all,
injuries.
what exercise does to the body? There are two
Breaks
type of
muscle.
exercise only. Yeah, first is aerobic and anaerobic. Anaerobic means aerobic we know. Anaerobic means resistance training, and it does microcellular level tear in the body. So obviously, the more intense you do, the more muscle tears are there.
Are there.
So you have to give some time and
For it to heal.
to heal. So these athletes, apart from the game they do, you know, these football players or rugby players or maybe marathon runners, apart from the sport they are performing, they do the conditioning training in the gym, which means lifting heavy weights. So this is too much for the body. Then for the recovery, and they also have the supplementation and the aftercare, proper nutrients, everything.
Okay.
Along with this, if you do the
Ice bath.
which is the shocking system, it works. But the person who is already lacking the sleep for the last 3 days, this person hasn't slept and maybe partying. I'm not saying these things
And
are
he's
wrong.
not worked out also.
He hasn't worked out. Maybe he has worked out 2 hours, 3 hours in the
He
gym.
end up having a stroke.
Yeah, this
Shut
is
up.
this is
I'm
where
just assuming.
no, this is
You're messing
it
with
can
your
be
body,
very
right?
dangerous
Yeah.
for the body.
Wow, this is really, really important information.
It is. It can be very dangerous for the body.
So you should
are
not-
stressing the body too much without understanding. It's like a person who is very close to the cardiac arrest without knowing my condition is really bad. They are going for an intense run or a dance.
It's the
and
same
that is,
sort of
yeah,
damage.
Yeah, it is a similar sort of damage. It can be too much for the body.
So it has to be done after certain things
First,
to
we
recover.
have to practice the basic discipline. Practice the sleep. Learn to sleep on time and wake up on
So
time.
can
You
you
Yeah,
put
maybe-
it this way, it's not meant for everyone.
It is not meant for everybody.
Okay.
Oh wow, Well, we did not know that.
Because you're
it's a fad right now.
Yeah, you are adding on more stress. First of all, we are mentally stressed, and there is a lot of cortisol release in the body, stress hormone. And to fight against the stress hormone, we are tend to do a lot of other, food, or especially food is the sugar is a highly addictive thing compared to some studies says in the US, compared to cocaine, sugar is more addictive.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What is the doubt?
So
it is the biggest.
it is because of the dopamine release which happens when you eat this food. So, add on to all the stress, it is the mental stress, which is the reason people tend to do the easiest solutions for the mental stress.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to ask on this now. We've said ice baths in a Krucha. You've said there are many fads like this that you
Yeah.
as a trainer or a gym owner or a fitness expert would have seen. Can you tell us a few that you do not approve of? Can you think of anything other than like an ice bath? Not for everybody in the world.
Yeah, especially now, I don't want to say the name of the drug. There is
Ozempic.
Yeah, Ozempic. GLP-1,
Wegovy,
GLP-1
Manjaro.
receptor. Yeah, exactly.
We love it, no?
Yeah, anybody loves shortcuts. That's the
Everybody
reason.
loves chocolates. Okay, tell us.
Everybody.
Okay, what if it's a really obese person who cannot work out, who
Yeah.
is not able to? For him, it's okay.
Exactly. So that's the
Oh,
It's
reason
under
I'm
medical supervision, I think that absolutely makes
Exactly,
sense.
exactly.
But then people like us, if we are trying to do it, it's called shortcut.
And the fact of the matter is, a lot of people like us are doing this.
Oh yes.
That's the reason I said I'm not against anything. When you talked about
Yes.
the intermittent fasting, I'm not against it. My only concern is, see, intermittent fasting, the person who invented or recommending intermittent fasting, they are also recommending the nutrient balance every day you're supposed to
So
have.
I think
which
intermittent
people do not
fasting
focus.
started from prehistoric times. As in,
They did not get food to
they
eat
didn't-
all the
Yeah,
time.
exactly. When you get food, you go hunting, you get food, you eat. You know what?
Full on.
Yeah.
Full on, and then probably you don't get food for 2 days or a week.
Correct.
Yeah.
And then you feel hungry and you get food again, you eat.
Yeah.
See, I'll put it in a different way. I've been doing intermittent for at least last 5-6 years.
Right?
It's like not extreme one, 16/8.
Yeah,
So
same.
yeah, 16/8 it works absolutely
It's a
fine.
beautiful one, actually.
And probably in 2 months I do a 24 hours. So that will make you feel light. You feel extremely good. I'm pretty sure Edison is gonna watch this and he's gonna be thoroughly disappointed.
Because you said-
because he asked my diet. I keep sending him cut, copy, paste.
Same side.
But
So I try and change
but,
fish and chicken.
Marty, but I am pretty happy with your nutrients intake. You never compromise with your nutrients.
Like, I want to hear his diet. Can I hear his diet?
So basically, I skip.
Are you comfortable to talk about the diet?
On a regular.
Ravale, when do you eat your first
Rabla,
meal?
I don't.
No.
I have a black coffee in the morning, probably 2.
No sugar.
No sugar, black coffee without sugar.
Done.
And I come home by about 1:32.
Okay.
I have my first meal.
Okay, 132.
Yeah, and when I come home by about 6:37,
What do you eat at 132?
so it's regular chore curry, less the chore.
Less the chore.
So I don't eat rice at all.
So it's all the pachakari and meat.
So double ഒരു സാധാരണ ആള് കഴിക്കുന്നതിന്റെ double or triple I have, but then without the rice.
Okay.
So natural carbs are there.
I
Like
want
sweet
to
potato
add one
and
question which leads
Yes.
to certain clarity.
please.
How long you have been practicing this? That's a matter. Consistency. You have been-
5-6 years,
Exactly.
for sure.
Exactly. So people are
I cannot afford to go back to what I was doing.
You have been very persistent with this method.
Yes.
Most people want to change. Like I said earlier, this person has been eating every shitty food which is available. Suddenly they want to lose weight, maybe because of the wedding or something else, and they want to see the result within a month, maybe 15 kg something. This is the reason they take it as a shortcut. And they still don't.
Now it's Onam, and I went for a couple of sadhyas, and Velambana alkara, they're like chirichore. It's like
Vanda, only curries.
curry. I take double or triple. People are like, എന്താ ഇവന് പ്രശ്നം ഇച്ചിരി ചോറ് മോനെ. I said no. പക്ഷെ അത് എല്ലാവർക്കും മനസ്സിലാവില്ല.
Idam I have to say, like, I have never tried intermittent fasting for the longest time of my life because I was like, oh, I can't be bothered. And then I went to fast. I did a long fast for 15 days. That's when I realized the benefits of fasting. Pakshe, after that, I realized that, you know what, I want to control the way I eat. And from last year, after I came back in July, August, I've been intermittent fasting, which means my first meal is between 11 and 12 in the morning, and my last meal is between 6 and 7 in the evening.
Yeah.
And I have been consistent for about a year now. It's been a year. And the way it's affected the way I sleep, my energy levels, what I eat. So when I break my fast, I break it with like high protein. I have 3 eggs and I break it with eggs and pachakari. I open it with a high protein.
Yeah.
And then after some time, I'll probably have nuts and fruits or whatever. If I feel like cheating, I'll cheat. It doesn't affect it so badly at that point of time. And then I'll end it by 5, 6 or 7 in the evening. And then I have a long window of fasting till morning. And I'm not hungry also.
The good thing is that if you eat early, your sleep is absolutely blissful sleep.
Yeah.
If you're gonna have a heavy dinner, like a real tight dinner, your sleep is messed up for sure.
Yeah.
So last evening I had a function. Again, contradictory to what I was just saying. I had to eat a late dinner. I woke up about 4:30 in the morning. I was looking for a reason, then I got the reason. I ate food
Too late.
too late.
Yeah. At least 3 hours before you go to bed, you have to finish
No,
your last meal.
we all know the theory, but then the problem is that you got to put in practice consistently.
Which is
That's the thing.
a failure.
You know, the greatest thing about what we're talking about is if we have to be healthy, the things we have to do are actually very basic, very simple.
There is
That
no
is enough.
rocket
That is what I
science,
was
yeah.
talking about.
There is no
People are
rocket
inspired
science,
by the athletes and they are just copy pasting what they are doing. And in fact, most of them are intensely working out with the high intense workouts. And the person who is going to the gym for the first time, they are tend to do the similar exercises by expecting rapid result by doing high intense workout, which is completely wrong. The person who maybe like somebody said, Usain Bolt, maybe that 9 second is what we see on the screen. We haven't seen that 15-20 years of hard work which he
For
has
him to
done.
do that.
So that is something which everybody has to think before they get into the copy paste workout. Everybody starts from the level they are in right now. Right now, who are you? Maybe in the past 15-20 years ago in the college or school, you were a captain or you were a champion or something. But after your professional life, now you're settled, you put on 15 kg, 20 kg, you haven't done anything to take care about your body. Suddenly, after this 20 kg gain, after having done any, maybe cardiovascular fitness is pretty bad and mobility is bad, suddenly with an expectation of this, and in the mind they were a champion. Suddenly they get into this, maybe some people go to football, and I have seen after, I'm not against this turf thing, it's just a great thing now, but
Turfs.
turfs.
Oh, that's a
But,
big thing now.
yeah.
Everyone's doing all
But,
sorts
I think
of.
lot
most
of
of it's
people
all about
are-
paddle and
lot of people are
pickleball.
getting-
Tell us about that.
A lot of people are see. This
Is it a fad?
See, this is. I'm not against this. This is a great thing which is happening
Sports
now.
activity is good.
Obviously, but without the proper guidance, when people are just doing things, maybe I don't know, without the guidance or supervision, when people are tend to do something what the mind says, because after 15 minutes or the warm up or some games, your mind is different. Even though your dopamine is released, your adrenaline is released, your testosterone is released, so you are going to feel like you can do anything.
You
The
go all in at that time.
Exactly, body is not going to support.
Invincible.
Yeah, the body, the tendons and muscles, the angles, it is not ready to do all these things. And like I said earlier, you are maybe 15, 20 kg overweight compared to what you have. You have done the same thing 15 years ago. So without preparation, without conditioning the body, without losing the body, without improving the strength and endurance, when you're trying to do the same thing which you have done earlier, which mind asks you to do, then there is a lot of injuries are happening. Mostly ligament tear, ACL is very common.
I have an ACL.
Yeah, this is very common because of this improper approach.
So when it comes to you, right, your main concern with your health was diabetes and or an excessive weight. Today, when after 7 years of working out, can you tell us the qualitative improvements that you face as a 40-year-old man?
So I'll put it with an achievement what I did in bounce. I hold a record of 11 minutes.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
അതവിടെ എഴുതി വെച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട് എന്തൊക്കെ അക്ഷരത്തില്.
He's the one who has
Coco.
that.
I'm not boasting
You
about
are
it.
boasting. I cannot even do 2 minutes. എന്ത് boasting ആണോ?
He can boast because he has done it. So it's
No,
okay.
that's
He has an 11-minute plank.
yeah.
15-minute plank. Boring.
Yeah. No, that's one.
That's not a
Tomorrow
One
onwards, he is
achievement.
going to do
No, I'm not. I can't. You know how difficult it is to do
Yes,
that.
right.
No, that's one achievement that I can talk about. Meaning,
It's
in term-
huge.
Yeah. So that has affected me. No, not just the plank. I'm saying this consistency in the gym, lifestyle, everything has given a good boost for my emotions, for my mental stability. Meaning, so you know what? I'll put it in a different way. It's about clarity of thought.
Clarity
Yeah.
of thought.
So that you have a clarity of thought if you work out, if you get good sleep, or on a sluggish day, or if you don't get a proper sleep, if you're not working out, no, it's going to be a foggy day.
It's going to be a foggy.
yeah.
So that's it. It's like a lifestyle change that we have to make, LA.
Yes.
Our lifestyle change, it's possible for everybody to make it, but it takes a lot of kind of commitment, consistency,
Yeah.
effort. All of those are part and parcel of the game, but the result that you get at the end of it is so rewarding that at my age and at his age, Marty and I can actually confidently tell you that, you're a fool if you don't start doing it early, because you could be a superwoman or a superman.
Yeah.
And it's incredible.
See, like 15 years ago, you were you were extremely aggressive. You're still
Ippudu
aggressive.
aggressive
You're still.
thanna.
Let me come to the point because I want you to say something very important to the people, youngsters.
Yeah.
Come back to that when it comes to exercise.
Yes.
I know, other than exercise, everywhere you are aggressive.
Yes.
It is very important. I appreciate that. But when it comes to exercise, you have become more mindful. You are listening to the body.
Yes.
You are not ready to do the mistake you have done maybe in your 20s and late 20s. That change, how it has helped you, and what you can tell the youngsters who is entering to the gym, that mellow down in the approach.
Yeah,
how it
because
helps.
I'll tell you about me, okay? When I was young, my focus was different. It was not about health.
Okay.
It was about looking good.
Yeah.
That's a very important
Very
thing.
important.
Because when people think about fitness and health and all of this, initially for me, I wanted to not eat healthy. I wanted to eat less to lose weight.
Yeah.
I wanted to go to the gym not to be fit or healthy. It was again to lose weight, to
Exactly.
become thin.
Yeah.
So that whole concept is
After abusing in the other many
എല്ലാവരും
ways.
ചെയ്യും. അവർക്ക് കള്ളും കുടിക്കും, ഭക്ഷണം കഴിക്കും, partying ചെയ്യും, all of that.
Sleep for 3-4
it's
days.
yeah.
You go to gym still.
Yeah, but I was 20, 25, peak of my life,
Yeah.
making a lot of money. And then I'm like, I want to experience the world also, right? Like, we've got to do it. I'm
Yeah.
not saying don't do it. Do it. Pakshe, when you're doing that also, today also I'm doing these same things, huh? It's not like I'm not doing it, but the difference is my focus is not on losing weight. It's not on any of this. One of my primary focus is to actually be healthy and be strong. I want to be fit. and I want to
Exactly.
be fit enough to carry my own suitcase by myself. If
Yeah.
I have to carry it up 10 flights of stairs today, I can do it.
Yeah, instead of torturing, you started nurturing your body.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it is that thought process on the shift,
Yeah.
which I think is a lot.
This is
because
what I want you to talk
Yeah.
to the young people who is
that
coming to this.
shift is something that you have to honestly, you will only experience it from നമ്മളുടെ ജീവിതത്തിൽ നടക്കുന്ന പ്രശ്നങ്ങൾ.
Yeah, absolutely.
എത്രയൊക്കെ how much ever we sit and talk
Even
to
we
you.
haven't listened to somebody who were telling us to calm down with the approach.
No, it won't happen.
But still.
It's because I have 6 prolapse discs, I have an
Yeah.
ACL injury, I have a bad left knee, ankle, and I have a bad shoulder.
Yeah.
It's because I have all these injuries, and because with my first injury, which is my second injury, which is my lower back, I started working out, and then in about 2 years, 1 to 2 years, I saw the change.
Yeah.
So I suddenly realized that, what these people said was right. If you actually constantly, consistently work out on an area, nurturing it with good food and doing everything that is good that they have said, there will be a visible change, a visible positive change, which helps you do things normally again. അങ്ങനെ എൻ്റെ ബാക്കിൽ വന്നൊരു വലിയ മാറ്റമാണ്. But it doesn't happen in 3 months or 6 months, I'll be honest.
Exactly. That is.
You got to trust the process. Like
It
he
took
always
me a
says, you
couple
got to
of
trust the
years.
process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Takes you a
Be
couple of
patient.
years of
It's
consistency.
not about even being patient. It is about being realistic.
Realistic. So
Yeah,
it took
give some time.
Yeah, so couple of years is what it took for my back to be okay. Couple of years is what it took my knee to be okay. Couple of years is what it took my ankle to be okay. And this is my latest project. And I know that it's already halfway there because I'm working on it. So consistency is what we started talking on this show about. And it is about going to the right people who can teach you the right things. It's also about yearning for information. I think as
Yeah,
people, we
exactly.
should look
That is
for
also very-
information.
Look for information.
Today
Yeah.
we have a lot of Google and ChatGPT.
It
ella
should be
under.
part of the academic.
Yes,
in
you
my
need
opinion.
to know and get your information from the right sources, supplement it in the right way, and I think make sure that you see the changes that have happened to you and value it. If you're not able to do that, there's no point. And most importantly, you will want to in the life. What I want is I want to have a problem-free, happy, healthy life.
Yeah.
I don't want problems. I don't like
Happiness and
stress.
health is
Yeah.
So
very
important. And that's what I love about all of us.
Yeah.
We all chase it. We want happiness. So adinu vendi, if it means I'm going to compromise on not partying every day and doing it only once a week or once a month, I'm okay with it as long as I'm fit and fine and jumping around happily. How is it for you?
No, but just from what you were just saying, if you have the smallest of health issue, imagine you're having a toothache. Everything else will go for a toss.
Yes.
So health really matters. You got to take care of it. I think there is no easy way out.
Yeah, it is not something which is
There is no
done by
shortcut.
someone else or shortcuts.
Yeah.
Which is never sustainable.
There is no way.
There is no way.
I have tried shortcuts. I have tried every
Yeah,
shortcut
we have
possible.
tried all the. I think 3 of us have tried all the shortcuts.
Obviously
Yeah.
not. I mean, the only thing I've not done is GLP-1s. I've not done Ozempic or I've not done any work done on me, and I don't intend to. And the reason I don't need to, because I know that I have something better.
Yeah.
I know I have exercise, and I know I have the freedom of doing something naturally.
Yeah.
All I have to do is spend a little more time.
Yeah.
I think those are things which are meant for people who are looking for hacks
Yeah. Hacks.
as an easy way out.
Yeah.
Not for everyone, like we said.
No,
health-wise
not-
issues all over.
No, yeah, that's a correction that I have to make.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they'll feel that we are saying that you shouldn't do it. I have heard doctors say that if there is no other way out, there are these people who probably can start out with this and then come to this where we are.
Yeah.
Our process, our shift, whether it's using all these GLP-1 drugs to lose some weight. Once you use that, if you are obese and all of that, you lose a little bit of weight, then the natural thing that you should be doing and the right thing that you should be doing is to eat healthy, go to a gym, sleep well, hydrate well, and it doesn't get more simpler than that. But
Yeah.
I want to ask you this, Alex, when people come to you, you've been doing this for 20-25 years. If a bounce is how many years has it
10
been?
years.
10 years of bounce, right? What are the reasons they come to you with your clients? What are the main
The
issues?
common reason is weight loss.
See?
Yeah,
That
common
itself is
reason
wrong, no?
Yeah, that itself is wrong. What I try to tell people, work on your health and fitness. Working on the weight loss and working on health and fitness is two different things. It is not necessary to become healthy and fit. If you are losing 10, 15 kgs, definitely most people are, there are hundreds of shortcuts. And by using the shortcuts, even you're reaching your target weight, definitely, it is in 9 out of 10 cases are showing that they are not becoming healthy. But when you work on health and fitness, which is the balance of BMI, your one adult has to have 15% of the body weight should be bone density, bone weight. 35% should be approximately. It can be very
Here or there.
yeah, muscle mass, and every organ has a certain weight. When people think about weight loss, they don't consider they have
All
to
of
have
this.
there are a lot of organs. Skin is an organ, and skin is also, I think it's about 5 to 6 kg. I'm not sure. So I'm trying to say my most important, the reason why I'm saying about the numbers, you have to consider your body has a weight, has to have a weight.
Yeah.
When you have this balance, the brain is supposed to be 1400 grams or somewhere. Yeah. And after, in the past, 90 plus or 100 plus, people have definitely, everything shrinks, everything deteriorates. Just like how your skin is the
With
largest
age.
organ. Yeah, when it is sagging, that means the quality of the density of the skin cells is lesser. Just like that, the brain cells are also lesser. So as you get older, every cells in the body deteriorates faster. That means the brain cell shrinks. The funny thing is, it is happening early nowadays.
Yes, obviously,
Latest study
because of-
says, between 50, 60, men and women are having dementia and Alzheimer's. There
is,
are
they
many
are.
factors. This is one of the reasons I'm saying. So the body mass index matters. By forgetting the most important, the treasure in the body, people are hypnotized. People just need to see the numbers are reducing. Even the brain weight is reducing. It is okay. They just want to see the numbers reducing. So my suggestion is just work on your body mass index. Increase your lean muscle mass. Increase your bone density. Increase your cell quality, cell volume.
Okay, when you're saying that, I want to bring out another small point. A lot of people do a lot of cardio, a lot of
Yeah,
aerobic
yeah,
activity. No matter how much ever aerobic activity you do, without working on your muscle strength,
Yeah.
I don't know whether I'm right or wrong.
Of course, you're right.
Yeah.
There should be a balance.
Yeah, yes. Can you
There should be
please
a
tell us
balance.
about
Yeah.
that?
Like you said, there are a lot of people who think or mistaken by thinking doing only cardio is a complete solution for fitness. Even before, I think almost 5 to 10 years ago, most people were doing only cardio. 80% nowadays who go to gym, they were doing only cardio by thinking heart is the most important organ. And the biggest, of course, we cannot ignore the health of heart.
Of course.
It definitely is a must thing. But like I said earlier, it's a balance of everything. So muscle is what helps us to keep the metabolism in a higher level, which we are reducing drastically as we get older. Because compared to the age of 10 and 15 or in your teens and all, the ability to grow the muscle in the body is maybe, let's say, hypothetically, if it is 100%, when you reach your 30s and 40s, it comes down to 50%.
Oh, that much.
I'm just saying
Example. Okay,
example.
roughly.
Yeah, roughly. When you reach 60 and 70, again it goes down. Some studies says, I'm not sure about it, but we get an idea. When a person reaches 40, we are reducing 10% of the muscle mass. So this is getting an idea. It can vary. The number can vary.
Depending on
like
people.
in our gym, we
I
do
mean, I'm talking about
sorry.
not about the person who is exercising. I'm talking about
a
the
normal person.
Yeah, normal person. So that is where the exercise comes. The question was this, right?
Yes.
The person who is only doing cardio.
Correct.
So in fact, what happens, already when people reach 30 and 40, the tendency to lose cell mass, mostly the muscle mass, is very high. Add on to that, the person is running only. So this can aggravate this deterioration. Yeah.
So if you can suggest something to a person who's going to just start exercising a workout,
Yeah.
what would you say in a week? How many days of strength? How many days of cardio?
Is there a
is there
balance?
any prescription?
It's a
sort of?
very good question. People have a misunderstanding. I suggest first, it is definitely relative subject.
Okay.
Every person is different.
And number liking you.
Average
Yes.
person, yeah,
Metabolic
exactly.
rate.
It's very important.
Your own metabolic rate.
metabolic rate. The level of fitness they have right now,
yes.
that decides what they're supposed to do.
Okay.
So an average person, I recommend 2 days cardio, up to 3 days is fine. And cardio is not only about running faster. There is a type, the zone 2 cardio is there, which means you don't have to aggressively run. You can just jog for 3 minutes, walk for 3 minutes. The most effective fat burning cardio is this. When you are aggressively approaching the cardio, it can interrupt that
It's called something, right? And the
it's zone 2 cardio.
zone 2 cardio. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and strength training, if it is a beginner, obviously 3 days in a week. And in my point of view, the beginner goes to advanced level when they have a very superior quality lifestyle. So,
You don't even like it when people come 5 days. I know that.
yeah.
Every time he sees me in a gym 5
See,
days, he's like, why is
the
she
only
here?
reason I resist that because the aftercare is missing.
Yeah. I see
So
your
you're trying
face.
to say cardio needn't be that extreme.
Both cannot.
Depends on the fitness. If it's a person who's been playing badminton extreme
exactly.
level,
When
for
it-
him
No,
it's
the
easy.
thing is that in bounce, on a lighter note, in bounce, cardio day is like your kill day.
അവര് പകൽ
See,
തീർക്കുമായിരുന്നു
that's why I'm
പാതി.
saying it's relative. Yeah, the trainer, you have to have a good relationship with the trainer. That's
Most
very important.
importantly, have a
That's
great
important.
relationship
Yeah,
with your
you know,
trainer.
your,
No, not just me.
your brother comes there and he's keeping a very good relationship with the trainer. So he's getting a lot of.
I don't do this. Even I
No,
don't
he'll
want
command
that.
Edison. I'm not going to do this. I'm going to do that.
I've
Yeah?
seen him. പ്രണവ് ഇവിടെ ഇല്ലാത്തത്.
So it is depends on the lifestyle you are also having simultaneously along with the exercise lifestyle.
Got it.
That is what decides
Have-
the intensity of exercise.
Have you ever tested cardio, or is it only about?
No, Edison actually, meaning at bounce, we get about 1 day. I get about 1 day of cardio.
Okay, that's your.
For me, it's like 2 to 3 days of strength and 1 day of cardio.
I have something to say
Yes.
there. It's okay. So cardio means people think about, for some reason, the treadmill. People come and ask me, there is no cardio here. So people think about running is cardio.
We have to talk about that. So bounce
Yeah.
is not a regular gym. You don't have like
Those fancy
electronic
machines, yeah.
machines.
No
ഒന്നും
fancy,
ഇല്ല അവിടെ. കുറച്ച് ടയറും
അതെ, കുറച്ച് ടയറും
കുറച്ച് പെഗ്സും കുറെ തൂങ്ങേണ്ട സാധനവും വലിക്കേണ്ട ടയറും.
You make you do the job properly,
Yes,
the actual job we are meant to design.
Yeah.
When to do.
Manual labor.
Yeah, manual labor.
Which is why നമ്മളുടെ കൃഷി കളിക്കുന്ന
Yeah,
ചേട്ടന്മാര്
but,
they don't need to work out.
You
They're
know,
doing it.
see, in my personal experience, again, I'm not against any system, any gym, because if there is a reason for a person, we can't say no, and that person's choice is this. But in my personal opinion, my personal experience, when I was doing a bodybuilding type of workout, and it was at that time that was the right thing because I wanted to be part of the contest and the championships. So I was doing mostly the strength training. I was lacking the mobility and the functional movement ability. I was lacking many qualities as a human being which we are supposed to have. So this is the reason. After some point, when I stopped doing bodybuilding, I started thinking about there is something which we miss in the system. Obviously, a person who's if the trainer is really considering the balance, they can include the other part also along with the bodybuilding system. There is nothing wrong.
But they didn't do it.
Ours is, in most cases they might not be able to do that. So in our system, we are creating an ability which we are meant to have. In our 15s and maybe 18, we were having all these qualities. Like most people cannot do the deep squat. So the functional movement ability, which is mostly useful in our personal life.
Yes.
That's why I said it's not about being a hero in the gym. Being a hero in our personal life, in our work life, in your relationship. That is why we are doing this. Not to be a hero. I'm not saying I'm a hero,
No,
but
we've all done it.
I have done that crazy workout in the gym and maybe I was feeling high and people were looking at my workout
Nalla body.
appreciating.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
in my personal life, nobody knows I was feeling sleepy and drowsy all the time. This was a fact. That is obvious.
Yeah.
When you do an intense workout, body is asking for rest and
Rest.
sleep. So you can't do most of the things. So it's about balancing everything.
Yeah.
So we are creating, we have a system where we can create that quality which as a human being we are meant to have.
I know. So, Marty, what would be the one takeaway for you from this experience that you've had with fitness and your relationship with fitness? What would you, in fact, if you had to tell Kian or young kids who are out there listening to this, the chat that we're having, or anybody really, why should they think about, becoming healthy and fit?
The thing is that, so the message will come later, but then the thing is that I started working out late because I fell into trouble, then I had to reinvent everything, then I got healthy. So that process is not very fancy. So what I did to my son, meaning I didn't do anything in particular, what Renu and what we did was We put him for a martial arts class from the age of 3.
Okay.
And he's still doing it. He's
How old
8
is
now.
Kian? 8.
He's 8. So last 5 years, he has been consistent. So what we are trying to give him is that there is no need to get any medals. That's not required. Just be consistent with your gym.
So you're trying to teach him consistency.
Yes.
Yeah,
So the thing is that Kian is consistent. Even if he doesn't go to school,
He'll go to
he'll go to his gym is very important.
And how important is parenting in making sure that, because I don't think as a kid I was ever told to
Same
work
here,
on my
same here.
fitness.
Yeah, for that reason, what I do, I ask, maybe we would be the first, and maybe I don't know if we are the only fitness center which is allowing mothers to bring the children.
I've
It's a
seen that.
great
Their kids,
solution
yeah.
for a lot of mothers. I remember when I was, doing freelance personal training, when I was working as a trainer, I have seen most mothers having 2 children. They are struggling to go to gym, and they were waiting until the child starts going to the gym or going to the school to become free and start gymming. So now, after realizing this, I hope I made a bigger solution, and most mothers are
Yes.
happy. They are bringing children. So 2 things are happening. Mothers are able to start exercise maybe as early as possible, and they can also work on the health and bring back to fitness. Second thing is the child is growing up by watching mothers, and
Yes,
parents are going to gym.
absolutely,
So which is biggest thing, as a child, before 7, they have created their, the psychological
That becomes part of their system.
the system, which is very important that time, until the age of 7, whatever they learn, that is going to affect
Stick
that.
with them.
Yeah, stick with them. As an adult, that is going to drive what they want to become. So, bringing the children, I ask parents to bring the children at least once in a week, to show them what you do in the gym. So, they are becoming very familiar with this. Just like, brushing, we teach them to brush the teeth every day before they go to bed and wake up. And they have to wash the hand. We teach them everything. This is also something which we should add on to that system.
Of this idea of
Idea
being
of
healthy,
healthy.
eating healthy,
Yeah.
hygiene. I think it's so important. I do believe that as a society and people living in today's world, I'm somebody who believes parents hold a huge responsibility. I'm not a parent, but that's because I don't want to have that
No,
responsibility.
you don't have to be a parent to understand
yeah, but
that.
I understand the responsibility that parents hold in this world, and I feel as responsible parents, you need to inculcate such values into your children and tell them how important it is, whether it be any of this, all of the points that we've mentioned, like ingrain it in their brain at a young age. And apart from that, even at schools, they have a lot of sporting activity and all of that that happens. But once you get out of school and into college, somehow
They drift away, yeah.
you drift away. We need to somehow make sure that process is it doesn't happen like that, and you add this on.
Yeah, I want to add one more thing. See, now we are having, maybe, I don't know if it's not, definitely not new problem, but children or kids very early in their life, they are attracted to the drugs and other, habits.
course.
Of course. So, compared to the child or youngster who's, going to the gym or taking care about themselves or taking care about the body or getting into fitness, compared to the kid or youngster who is not into this kind of activity, there's a huge difference. The one who is not going to gym or not into any kind of fitness activity,
Won't easily derail.
exactly. The one who is going to gym or taking care about the health and fitness is more focused into the personal growth.
Yes.
Yeah, which is going to create a very good system.
And I have to also say another great thing is, I always say this: if you want to be a particular type of person, surround yourself with those sort of people.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think what's greatest about all of us is that we have a great group of people who are thinking
have
the
a
same,
great
doing the
community,
same.
yeah.
We all have fun, okay? We're
Yeah.
all mad in our own
Yeah,
ways.
exactly.
Yes.
But share. We are so sure that health is so important, whether it be you or Jim and all. There's a community that is formed, and there's a lot of camaraderie within that community. So one of the biggest messages that I'd like to pass it forward is whatever you want to do in your life, make sure you surround yourself with people who do the same things.
Yeah, I want to say something very important in that area, because you both have a lot maximum people to bounce.
Really?
Not only bounce, you both have recommended. I remember.
നമുക്ക് commission കിട്ടുന്നതിൽ ഒരു കോപ്പ് But I have to say, Alex doesn't know this.
See, it's not
Alex, you don't know this, but I don't think I've paid you a fee in a
No.
few months.
See, the thing is,
എന്റെ ബാങ്കിൽ പോകുന്ന ഞാൻ കാണുന്നില്ല. I was like, കൊടുത്തിട്ടില്ലേ?
we will talk about that after this.
You go back and
We
get
will
what you
talk about it after this. No, the
tell.
point is, it's not about bringing people to bounce. That's not what this is.
Of course.
See, even though you have a friend abroad, you have somebody in another state, you are talking to, I have seen you both are, you never fail to tell your friend. You are being very persistent with somebody who is living a very unhealthy lifestyle. It's not about bringing them to a particular place. You are being a role model. You are always consistently telling them to take care about themselves.
Yes.
And you are sharing your ideas, whatever help with you. And in that area, hats off to both of you.
Okay, so we're going to give you a high five because we're the best.
Good one.
To him too. But yeah, so today we wanted to just talk about fitness. And Alex, I think we'll wind up by asking you to, as the official fitness guru here, to leave a message with the people as to why they should focus on their health. And with that, we're going to say bye because tape and
See, like I said in the beginning of the conversation, we live in a time where we are lesser active. Lesser means extremely low. Compared to what we are supposed to do, we are maybe doing lesser than 5% of activity. And by doing only 1 hour exercise in the gym, we cannot expect to get the maximum benefit we are meant to have as a human being. So my recommendation is try to be active. To be active nowadays, we have to prepare the body. We have to condition the body. That happens through the gym. So remember, gym is not the complete place to be complete active. You have a lot of other things to do in your life. So doing exercise is very important nowadays. That is helping you to condition the body. So once the body is a perfect tool, then you can use for everything, every activity, everything. You are going to be a very potential and useful human being. You can help your friends, you can be 4-time productive in your work, you can be happy, you can enjoy something, you can enjoy food, you can enjoy traveling, you can spend quality time with your family, your child, your friends. So you're being a quality human being as a fitness person.
So that's all you've got to do, you guys. Focus on fitness. Marty, any bye words?
So just be consistent with whatever you're doing.
Yes.
That's it. That's my message.
Consistency
The
is
consistency.
key.
That's it. Yeah.
Consistency is
Thank
the
you.
key.
Well done. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Genie Talks.